Hello, good afternoon, dear friends. This is me, Amechi Eke, your one and only, one of the many voices talking about TBC around the globe. And as you know, I'm talking from or broadcasting from Ebonyi State, Nigeria. And today is indeed another bright and sunny day this afternoon here in Nigeria. We always find it interesting to talk about something that really inspires us, something that really gets us going in this very community. And if you see anyone trying to dampen your zeal or trying to bring you down, don't allow that to happen, because we've been given all the necessary tools to get us going. And getting us going goes a long way when we grab the motion, or when we get going with what have been used to get us moving in the right direction. So it is indeed another great and wonderful opportunity for us to talk things together. So today we'll be looking at something important. And just by the wayside, I read somewhere someone made a comment that having TBC in your wallet today is a responsibility. And I believe that it's indeed a responsibility, because we have to move, we have to help people come into this very great and wonderful innovation that TBC admin has brought in for us. So let's not develop any fear or thinking that people are going to laugh at us. If they don't laugh at you, is the spirit going to laugh at you? It is only when your fellow man laugh at you that you know that you are doing something serious. So don't get afraid of what people may say or talk about it. And we have to believe something. And our belief system is where everything else hangs on. So we'll be looking at this very topic that says anything is possible. I have to choose this very topic because most of us are afraid to go out. Most of us are afraid, just staring at our e-wallet as if it is going to something magical is going to come out of it. No, it is a responsibility that we need to bear. And what I mean is a comfortable responsibility, because the more we give out there, the more we get. So the reason why we have to do whatever we're doing is that we know the reason that it is something beneficial, it is something profiting, it is something that is given to all for them to make move and make haste while the sun shines. So, as it says, anything is possible. It starts in this way. If there was a time to dare, to make a difference, to embark on something worth doing, if there's anything like that, if there's a time, it is now, not tomorrow. Okay? We are not talking for any grand cause. No. I'm not talking of something extraordinary, but for something that tugs at our heart individually. That thing that whenever you remember this, it gets you pushy. You try to do something. That is, when we look at that, in other words, it can be called an inspiration. What you tend to, what you're inspired to do most of the time. Yes. And digging deeper, it can be defined or described as something that is our dream. And that our dream, it is something that we owe to ourselves to make our days here count. When we have opportunity to do something right, we don't have to wait for anybody, because the more we wait, the more we waste. Are we getting the point? So whenever you come, you understand that phrase, that the more you wait, the more you start to waste. So it's always better to grab hold of an opportunity when we see it, and stop analyzing too many things as if we know it all. Too much analysis, we know very well, leads to paralysis, and we don't want to become paralyzed analyzing situations, things like that. So when we see scam, one or two things, at least reading through the line, if we are sensible enough, we'll be able to say, okay, this thing is looking fishy. So if there's any time to get going with what we know that is right, it is not tomorrow, it is right now. So what are we saying? When we dream big, we know that something big is coming. Know though that things worth doing Anything that is worth doing doesn't come easy. No. So staring at your e-wallet, I have a lot of TBC there and the things that, who told you that just looking at it means magic? No. Now that is still TBC is still on the building phase, why not join others? See what Mbederic and his group are doing out there over there in Cameroon. They are busy embarking on different, sometimes road shows. They go to business centers. They try to approach different individuals all about how to get them to know that TBC is indeed something great. So in as much as we know that what we are doing is right and we are pursuing the right cause, we want to understand one thing. Okay, we may go to somebody and the person may accept us. The person will listen to what we have to tell them about TBC, him or her about TBC. But the next person may not be the same way. So there will be good days and there will be bad days. There will be a time when to turn around. Yes, a time to turn around, and that is a time when you notice that the method you've been using, or those you are thinking or hoping that they are going to join you in doing what you're doing, and you see that they are not listening to you, why not make a move? Okay, make a move. That is, pack it up and call it quits. Quitting is not to quit your dream, but to quit those who are making jest of you, those who are going to bring you down. So when you are doing something like that, it tells you that those times tell you that you are pushing yourself, that you want to go to greater heights. You don't want to remain just trying to get an impossible task achieved. Remember, we said that anything is possible. Anything is possible in the sense that, take for instance, I want to go to, what is the next thing, the closest junction here to me? Okay, let me say, I want to go to the main junction there, close to me. It's not everyone that may really understand me. Let me not mention a particular junction, but I want to go to a junction, and I know that it's possible within me. But then I started moving. All of a sudden, there's obstruction along the line, and pushing through that side may not really help me. Okay, staying there waiting may not really help me. But I know that it's possible for me to get to that junction. What do I need to do? I divert and look for another alternative. So anything is possible, not when you continue to try to save a sinking ship. Don't try to do that. Look for alternative and do things rightly and get going. So we learn not to be afraid, but we learn to adjust and adapt to workable situation, workable solution that will get us to where we are going. And that calls for what? Persistence. Because when we persist in what we know, especially in an idea, our determination gets stronger. Yes. When we persist, we see the right tool to use. When we persist, we get things done. When we persist, our instincts, our intellect, and our heart comes to work, comes to push us in the right direction. So persistence helps us to achieve anything. That is why we say that anything is possible. So persistence is one of the tools needed to succeed in telling others about the opportunity we have in TBC. And again, do you trust yourself? How much trust do you have in yourself? And that is another thing. When we believe in the incredible power of the human mind, of doing something that makes a difference, of working hard, of laughing, and of hoping, okay? Good and fine. There may be those lazy period of time, lazy afternoons. We can think of other things that may really not work out the way we want it to go. But just as by the wayside, we can really get things going. Yes, when we think of our good friends, the motivation they have on us, and how they support us to get things done rightly, you know that anything is possible. So pushing ahead with our dream, pushing ahead with helping people to embrace abundance, though it's a huge task, but anything is possible. Okay? The start of something new, we want to understand, brings the hope of something great. Okay? When you want to start something, it starts, yeah, this is going to be very great. Your hope rises. And when that happens, what do? You know within yourself that it is very possible. And how is it possible? It is only possible by trying. Okay? So let's not just be staring at our e-wallets, thinking that magic is going to happen there. There's no magic, my friends. It is only when we stand up and get going. Yes, we have our hands, we have our legs, we can think, we can see, we can talk. Look at everything that God has given us. And we are there crying, nothing is happening. Anything is possible, only if we believe. Look at this very quote from uh, Lloyd Jones. He says, the person who tries to do something and fails is infinitely better than the person who tries to do nothing and succeeds. The person who tries to do something and fails is infinitely better than the person who tried to do nothing and succeeds. Yes, you tried, you did. How did you do it? I only see myself that I'm succeeding in doing this. How did you do it? Okay, you didn't try. It just happens by chance. Repeat it and you can't even do that. So that person who tries something great and fails is still far much better than because you are just living by chance. And you are not a product of chance. You are a product of an intelligent creator as God. So God is not a God of chance. Plan things and take a move and make a move. You see things happening. So friends, let's organize our thoughts and stop listening to those that don't really know where we are headed to. They are coming. Never mind, they are coming. It is just now that they still don't know the extent to which this is going to turn out to be. So, when you have that mindset that nothing is impossible, when we keep it in mind that just because something seems impossible does not mean it is. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is impossible. How can I? It doesn't mean. All it just calls for is for us to put more effort. Everything in life is possible till the very moment we think otherwise. Okay? Even if we think that it is no longer possible, just give it a time. You see another person starting from where you stopped. Then you go back, I could have done this and done that. No. So, what now seems impossible will only be so until we put our minds to it. We say that it is impossible for me to go and talk to people about TBC, for me to approach different set of people or a kind of friends. It is only impossible because you have not given it a try. Even if you try and fail, it gives us the strong motivation to try again. Yes. So what now seems impossible will only be so till we put our minds to it. Because after all, where there is a will, we want to believe and we are sure that there is always a way. Because there is a way. A way must always come out. We do not try things just because they seem impossible. Not realizing what impossible is only because it is untried. Do we get this phrase? We do not try things just because they seem impossible. Not realizing that the impossible is only so because it is untried. What untried dream have we abandoned lately? It's a question. What untried dreams have we abandoned lately? Definitely our minds constantly go to work, telling us so many things, how to get things done better, but most of them remain untried. Can we really say that something that we have not tried is an impossible task? It is not impossible. It's solely because we have not tried it. The impossibility of according to Andre Lara, he said the impossibilities of today will be the reality of tomorrow. Yet, the reality of tomorrow can remain the impossibilities of today if they remain untried. Do we really get that sense? The impossibilities of today will be the reality of tomorrow. Yes, way down back then, can you hear me talking like this? And I share it on YouTube, and everyone around the world will start to hear me. Those things like this now that you are taking for granted, go to 10, 15, 20 years back. You'll be wondering, how will this be possible? But look at the clock, say, yet the reality of tomorrow can remain the impossibilities of today if they remain untried. Yes, we have a whole lot of TBC coins or kringles, and we are just waiting. We are waiting for that time to come whereby we start shopping with our TBC and start. It is good, it's going to happen, okay? But since you are not part of those who are making things to happen in the community, stop bad mouthing the effort of admin, the effort of your fellow TBCians, the effort of all those who are making things to work. Because sometimes you may be tempted to start saying, this TBC is a scam, and then you look at, I have a lot of coin, I'm not being able to. No, get going in the right direction. Go to the blog, see what Mbederik is doing, see what Randy Wilson, see what Stephen Coffey, see what so many broadcasters are doing, trying to give you a way, okay? And that calls for effort. So it is a responsibility for us now. And when we embark on that responsibility of getting things done in the community, we are saying to admin, thank you so much for giving us a platform such as TBC. Forget about that people are about to laugh at you. Forget about that people are about to call you names. Let them be talking about you, why God is busy making you. Okay? So don't remain afraid of something that may not really happen. Get excited about the opportunity you have in the Billion Coin community. Let people know that what you are having is worth everything that you think of. Okay? Let's try to understand the concept of the billion coin and do it rightly by helping people to come into it. Agri says we need to get to a billion member in the community. So if we have been following through, doing our little best, it could be broadcasting, it could be just word of mouth, anyhow. Even if you don't know how to talk to person, you have friends, for goodness sake, refer them to people who can help you talk to them. I'm there, and Derek has become so much involved in the community that whatever you ask him to do, as long as it will project or it will move TBC forward, he is selflessly doing that. So what is holding us back? Let's not let our mindset to drop us down. No, let's give the impetus we need that we have. Let's give it out. Let people know that we have something great in TBC. So this is me, Amechi. Definitely, we will continue to talk about this. But as for now, I'm just telling you to know that anything is impossible. Stop being afraid of approaching anybody. Don't be afraid. They all need money. Don't be afraid of whatever you see them have. They need that money more than you. So muster up the courage to talk to them about the money. Show them the better way of doing transaction today. Show them the huge opportunities that we have in TBC. Let them appreciate what we have because it's something great. I remain myself, Amechi. Please continue to subscribe if you have not done so. What do I mean? Sorry to continue to show your concern here by sharing this video, subscribing, and helping others to know. If you want to have more of TBC, or rather, if you are still a new member or you are not yet to make up your mind, please contact me and I will see how to help you to acquire TBC and know the right thing to do in the community. Thank you so much and do remain blessed. This is Amechi. Bye for now.